They pretended my dog had died, but they gave him away without telling me. When I got home from school, my mom greeted me with red eyes. She told me that Lucky, my dog, had run away and been hit by a car. I froze. I didn't understand. I asked if they had taken him to the vet. She said there was no time, that a neighbor had buried him in his yard so I wouldn't have to see him. I cried for days. Lucky was my best friend since I was 8. He slept with me, waited for me at the door, licked my face when I cried. I lost my appetite, refused to go to school. My dad tried to comfort me, but he seemed off uncomfortable. 2 weeks passed. One Sunday, we went to visit some of my mom's cousins, people I barely knew. As soon as we entered, I heard a bark. My heart stopped. It sounded exactly like him. I ran to the garden, and there he was. Lucky, my Lucky. My eyes filled with tears. I screamed his name. He ran to me, wagging his tail, jumped on me, licked my face. It was him. He had the same collar, the same little spot on his ear. I stormed back inside furious. I yelled at my mom in front of everyone. She tried to calm me down, but she didn't deny it. She just said, "You needed to focus on your studies, not that dog." "So you decided to give him away like he was a toy?" I shouted. My aunt stepped in, said they thought it was for the best, that he'd have a quieter life, that I was too distracted. I told them Lucky wasn't a distraction. He was family. My dad lowered his gaze. I knew he had known. He had let it happen. I walked home. Lucky tried to follow me, but they called him back. They stole my dog, lied to my face, and expected me to accept it. That night, I packed my things, went to my grandma's house. I told her everything. She let me stay. The next day, I went to get Lucky. I didn't ask for permission. I opened the gate, called him, and he ran to me. I carried him away. They called the police, said I'd stolen him, but Lucky was under my name. We adopted him when I was a kid, and my grandma had witnessed it. I got the legal records, went to City Hall with her, and recovered his registration. My parents called me hysterical, said I was ungrateful, that everything they did was for my own good. I never went back to their house. Lucky went back to sleeping next to me. Even after months, every time he curled up beside me, I still felt that trembling joy, because even if he couldn't talk, he chose me, always. But it didn't end there. One day, while we were walking in the park, a woman came running. It was my mom's cousin's wife. She said she came to get Lucky, that he belonged to her. I told her to stay back, that the dog was stolen from me through a lie. The woman, furious, took out her phone to record me, said she'd expose me as a thief. She posted it online, cut parts out, made me look unstable. But she made one mistake. In the video, you could hear her voice saying her mom gave him to us because she cried too much about him. People destroyed her in the comments. Someone from my old school saw the video, recognized me, and shared it with my name. Told my story. It went viral. I got hundreds of messages of support from people who had lost pets, who had been betrayed too. And even though I felt like speaking up, I didn't. I just walked with Lucky the next day, in silence. Because sometimes you don't need to speak for the truth to be heard. A week later, someone else came, the cousin, head down, holding a small bag of toys. He said he was sorry, that he didn't know the full story, that he felt awful after seeing the full video. I asked if he knew it was Lucky from the start. He looked down, said yes. And that's when I realized they all knew. I was the only one who didn't. From that day on, I stopped explaining, stopped asking to be understood. I didn't need anyone to take my side anymore. I just needed Lucky to keep choosing me every time he opened his eyes. And he did.